Birmingham.
Cool. Hi everyone, how you doing? It's Thursday. And, it's muggy hot out there today, isn't it? I thought it was going to be really cold. Put extra clothes on, but no, it's not. It's really sticky hot. So how are you all doing? Hopefully you're all okay. I feel a little bit more human today. I actually slept last night and had a bit of a lie-in this morning. I slept till 9:30, which was just lush. I got up and I've done loads of sewing, so I'm ready for the next couple of days. So yeah, it's all good. All good. Who's coming on? Is anybody there, love?
Anne Davis is there.
Hi, Anne.
Currently, she's the only one viewing.
I'll give it a few minutes and then I'm sure everybody will come online. We got Alex today because Drew's in work, so Alex is going to be filming for me for the next couple of days. So I don't know if you filmed for me yet, or have you only done Sarah's?
I think I've only filmed for Sara.
He's gonna have to get used to me asking lots and lots of questions, isn't he? He's gonna have to keep up with those comments. So is anyone else coming online before we get started?
Yeah, Caroline's there, Catherine's there, Jean, Tina.
Jan, lots and lots
Grace.
of you.
Yeah,
Hi everybody.
now.
Fabulous. Lovely. Hi everyone. So we're gonna do a zigzag table runner today, which is mega quick. Really simple to do, and you can extend it or make it shorter very easily. Okay, we're going to use precuts, but you could absolutely use your own, you raid your stashes and cut out whatever size squares you want, because this works with any size squares at all. Okay, so you could do it with a massive layer cake and make a beautiful bed runner or a wall hanging instead if you wanted to, or you could use the tiny little mini charms and make like little tray mats and stuff. Really easy to do, and it's the same for any size squares. But before we start, I want to show you some new fabrics. I'm so excited about this. These came in late yesterday. These are the new William Morris fabrics that have just come in. I'm just going to unwrap this. Linda wrapped it all up beautifully for me. So yeah, these are the new William Morris. They're lush. They're really pretty. We've got a really lovely range come in. I can't remember what they're called. What are they called? Have I got a salvage on here that I can tell you? Oh, hang on, let's have a little look. So, Drew's just giving her Drew, Alex, I remember which one. Oh, excuse me. Oh, dearie me. Is it William Morris Spring? It's not Spring. Oh, what's it called? I've completely forgotten the name. I had it written down. I looked at it quickly as well. I forgot, but I think I love this one. This is beautiful. It's like the is it acanthus? Is that what they call this? I can't remember. But hopefully you can see that on screen. It's really lovely. Really like that one as well. The blue. I'm definitely a blue girl. But these will be going onto the website later on today. I'm going to get these on this evening. Because I've actually caught up with all my sewing this morning as well, which was brilliant. So it means I can have an evening on the website. So they are Moda. They are just yummy. And like I said, they're brand new and they'll be going on the website. So we've got a whole range of these. I love that one. I love that one with that sort of daisy and all on it. It's yummy. I like that a lot. So anyway, I just thought I'd give you a little sneaky peek. So how is everybody? Everybody okay? Anybody commenting, saying hello?
Yeah, there's a lot of hellos.
Hi.
More people.
Fabulous. Lovely. I put I didn't actually. Sian popped a link. I'll put these over to the side a second. Sian popped a link on. Remember we said yesterday about the Learning Hub, the ICHF Learning Hub class. That's now live. So if you'd like to join me for a class, it's £8 for a ticket. And you get access to a private Facebook group for that. You can go back in at any point and rewatch so that if you don't have to sew along with me or anything like that. So you can just watch and comment and enjoy the class, and then you can go back in as many times as you like and and watch the tutorial again. And for £8 for sort of 2 hours of might not be a bargain actually, whether you want to listen to me waffle on or not. But yeah, it's something they're trialling, but they've done a few now and they seem to go really well. So I do hope if you get the chance, it's next Tuesday at 7 p.m. okay, but if you can't make that time, you can still buy a ticket and then you can watch it at any point. You can live comment and ask questions and I will answer as much as I can. and I'll be able to go back in after the event as well and answer any questions if you don't watch it live. So so that's all live as well. So please, if you are interested, please do go and get a ticket. Okay, so I'm using these beautiful. I love these. These are we've got a couple of these charm packs left. Actually, I think they are on the website. This is the Regent Street Lawn website charm pack, and I love it. It's Moda, but it just feels like that sort of really. It's Tana lawn as well, so it is a lawn. So it's a lighter weight cotton, but you could do this in any fabrics, okay? Any at all. It doesn't have to be lawn, but this is just so pretty for the summer. Really, it would be beautiful for a bedroom, for a table runner as well. I absolutely love these fabrics. They've got that like Liberty-esque feel to them. You know, this one in particular, I think that's gorgeous. Really, really lovely. I'm not a massive floral girl normally. I'm quite sort of like modern, not bright colours, but I quite like modern clean colours and patterns. But this really appeals. This is really, really pretty. So yeah, we have got some on the website, but you could use any charm pack or you could cut squares out of your stash. Okay, so this is ridiculously simple. Okay, you are going to you will need as many squares. How many squares you need depends on how long you want to make your table runner or bed runner or whatever. You will need 2 pairs of 2. So I'm going to pick any 2. Okay, so I'm going to need 2 pairs of 2 like that. Okay, and I'm going to put a lighter one with that one. We're going to need 2 pairs of 2. You're going to need 2 sets of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then as many sets of 5. Now I'm not going to open another charm pack, so. But you need 2, 4, and then as many sets of 5 as you want, depending on how many rows. Now I know this sounds all a bit bizarre, but it makes sense in a moment. Okay. It basically how it works, and I'll show you the. It's not finished yet because I want to show you how to turn it through because we're going to do some bagging out rather than binding because this really works with this because we've got a lovely zigzag edge to it. But you need a 2 for top and bottom, and you need a 4 next, 1 for top, 1 for bottom, and then sets of 5, rows of 5. Again, that might be 1, it might be 10. It depends on how long you want to make it, and it'll make sense in a minute, I promise. So what we're going to do is we're just going to chain piece to start with. So any questions or comments there, Al, while I just pair these up?
Let me just go back up. Sandra asked if this fabric here is per meter and how much.
It'll be on the website. It will be it's half meters on the website. So it's we do it as half meter units. So if you want 1.5 meters, you buy 3, a quantity of 3, because that's 3 half meters. If you wanted 2.5 meters, you would buy 5. If you just want 1 meter, it's 2. Okay, so it's always done by half meters. It's 6. It'll be 1250 meters, so it's 625 for half a meter. Okay. Because it is one of the Moda's premium ones, but it will be on the website later. It is in the shop as well. If you're local, you can come see us. Okay, so I'm going to start by pairing up a 2 and pairing up and then doing a little set of 4. So let's just, which ones do I want to do? So one of those, that one, and that one, and that one, and then I want 1 set of 5 because the first little bit, how they go together, is kind of the important bit. All right, and then you just repeat it over and over and over. We're going to sew these 2 together, right sides together. We're going to stitch down 1/4 inch. We're going to sew these 4 in a row, and we're going to sew 5 in a row. Okay, so I'm going to whip over to the sewing machine, and Al's going to follow me. Okay, and we're just going to chain piece these together. So while I'm chain piecing this, I love this. If you need a really quick present to make, or you just want to change your decor really quickly, you could actually make placemats with this method as well. Okay, so I'm just using my 1/4 inch foot, 1/4 inch guide right down the edge, and away we go. Okay, and I'm just going to chain piece them. So I'm going to start by just putting that first 2 together, and then I want to put 4 together. Okay, so I'm going to put these 2 together like this. So how is everybody? Is everybody okay? Anybody there? Anybody commented?
Yeah, we had a couple of people say they've already got tickets or they're going to book tickets.
Oh, fabulous. Oh, that's lush. Oh, it'd be nice to have some friendly faces there, or, you know, I'm sure everybody's friendly, but you know what I mean, some people that I know. Okay, and then I'm going to put a 5 together. So I'm just putting 2s together to start with. Okay. Just to start with. And like I was saying, you make as many rows of 5 as you want. There we go. So lots of 2s together to start with. Okay. Oh, I did. Our lovely Linda. She's such a star. She opened up for me today because I'm just ridiculously tired at the moment. I really was, and felt really poorly yesterday just because I was so tired. I didn't really know what to do with myself. So bless her, she opened the shop up for me today so I could have a weeny bit of a lie-in. So I actually slept till 9:30, which is an absolute miracle for me. I never sleep that long. And I got up and I managed to answer some emails and get some sewing done, and it was lush. It was really nice just to not have to run around like an idiot. However, the rest of the orders turned up, so we've got still about 200 Hochanda orders to pack up this afternoon. So I'm taking Alex and Tom back over the shop with me. We did, I think there's 12 postal bags there already done. So we've got to finish it all off later. So all I'm doing now, so I've got my 2. Now, if you can just pop over here. So I've got my 2. Okay, and now, there we go. I've got a 4 together. Okay, now I'm going to put a 5 together. So you can come back over here if you want. Okay. So I'm just going down, just 1/4 inch. Nothing very exciting, but you'll see how quickly this comes together. It's so brilliant. Okay, so last little one, like this. You might have seen, actually, Al, if you can just pan out and show everybody the panel that's above us, behind me today. These Lighthouse panels, they're also going to be going on the website later. They were £12 a panel. I've only got 4 or 5 left. I think that's the 5th one. They were £12 a panel, but I'm going to do them at £8 a panel. Okay, they're going on the website later on this evening. So I just think it's beautiful. It'd make a stunning wall hanging because it's like a watercolour picture. It's lovely. So those are going into the sale section later on this afternoon. So have a little look at that. Right. Okay, so we're going to scoot back over here. Now, you would just keep making as many 5s, okay, however long you want it. So you'll need 2 2s, 2 4s, and then, I know, 4 or 5 5s, okay? It could be 10 5s, all right? Now, I wanted to show you this bit because this is how you put it together is slightly different. Okay, you're not just going to do it down like this. Okay, you've got to offset it slightly. So I'm just going to press these seams out a second. So any questions or comments? I just want to press the seams out.
Someone asked tickets for what? I think they might have been later missed.
Oh, right, okay. So I'm doing a class for, I've done the 7pms. So if you just come up to me a second, Al. I've done the 7pms for the craft shows. I'm actually going to do a paid for class with them next Tuesday. It's 7 o'clock in the evening. I put Sean popped a link up yesterday. So if you check our Facebook page, there's a link there. We're going to be making a applique cushion with piping. So I'm going to show you machine applique and some decorative stitching as well. So how to do some decorative long quilting, as well as the machine applique, but also how to put piping on as well. I'm going to show you some sort of little hacks to put piping on. It's £8 a ticket, but I will post the link again, but it was only quite late yesterday, so it should be only a couple of posts down on our main page. You'll see all the details. Okay, so to start off the table runner, you're going to put the 2 right in the middle of the 4. Okay, that's nice and easy. So you're going to put these right sides together like that. So if I do this towards you guys, actually, there we go, like this. Okay, so this is facing you. All right, so you're going to put a 2, centre it up over those centre 2 of the 4. So I'm going to whip them across. Oh, that wasn't very well ironed, was it? Let me just push that across. There we go. We'll put these right sides together like that, and we're going to nest them up and we're going to stitch that down. Just, there we go. Get those the right way. And you're just going to nest that little centre seam, making sure it's sort of clicked in. Now these Tana lawns are beautiful. They are very lightweight. They can be a weeny bit slippy. I mean, not like sewing satin or anything, not that type of slippy. But, you know, I'm not a pinner, but I would pin the Tana lawn just to hold it in place while you're sewing, okay? Because it's very delicate, and it's, you know, it's just take a little bit more care with it. And we're going to stitch from here, so from where the 2 starts down to there. We're just going to stitch across, all right? And just work across here like that. So there we go. Okay, any other questions and comments there while I'm doing this? Anybody doing anything exciting? Anybody doing anything fun? There we go, down we go.
Someone said they like the lighthouse, but nothing else since then.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's really lovely, that panel. Really, really nice. But like I said, I'm going to pop it into... We've only got a few left, and I'm just trying to sort of clear the shelves a little bit. Trying to organise the shop a bit. Okay, I just want to then gently, and again, don't overpress lawn. Just a nice gentle press. Okay, so you've got something at the moment that looks like that. Now, with the first row of 5, and again, I'm going to do this towards you. Okay, with the first row of 5, you want to line it up. So this is facing you. You want to line it up like this. Okay, you're not offsetting this one like you did the top one. You're lining it up like that. Okay, and we're going to join this one to this one. So I'm going to flip this over. Oh, I really did a bad job of my ironing, didn't I? Hang on, let's press that over. There we go, that's better. Okay, so the very first row, okay, we're going to line it up. I'm going to join this up like this. Okay, actually, if that's going that way, let me just flip it so they're going the right, so I can nest them. There we go, that's right. So that one now will nest up to that square there. Okay, and like I was saying, you could do this with bigger squares. If you could do this with a layer cake if you wanted to make a bed runner. Okay, or you could do it with those tiny, tiny little mini charms, and they'd make it like really beautiful, like little mats to go on your bedside table or something. You know, something you could do all sorts of lovely things with this, and it comes together so quickly because you're using pre-cuts. But it does when I show you the full one in a moment. Oh, excuse me, my nose is really bad today. My hay fever. My next door neighbour cut his lawn this morning. I heard the lawnmower going, and I had the windows open, and yeah, my hay fever is absolutely out of control today. So again, we're just going to stitch all the way down there. Okay, so whip it back over to Tommy. Oh, oops! Don't know what I caught there. And down we go again. So, how is everybody? Everybody okay? I hope so. I'm really hoping this weather cheers up for going away this weekend. I'm really looking forward to actually leaving Dennis. It'd be nice. There we go. Go just past that one like that, and cut my thread. I'm hoping to get some big walks in as well, because even though we've been busy in the shop, I haven't had a chance to get some proper walks in. I've only just hit target each day, and I like to try and get, well, actually when was it? Tuesday, because I was travelling in the car, even though I was out and about all day. Didn't hit my target on Tuesday because I was sat in a car for 7 hours. So there we go. Okay, so this is what you've got so far. I'm not going to open another pack because obviously I've got a full one. Your next row of 5, once you've joined this together, you will offset the next row. Okay, so you're going to offset the next row like this. So if this was a row of 5, I'd need one more, wouldn't I? Which would sit here. Okay, and you would just keep adding rows of 5, offsetting by 1 each time. Okay, until it's as long as you want it to be, and then you add your second lot of 4 on. And your 2. Now I'm going to get the one that I've sewn together out now, so that you can see what I mean. Okay, let me move my cup of tea out of the way because this is a bit big. Oh, got wadding coming and all sorts. We just, yeah, thanks Al. Okay, let me just take the pins out of this. Ooh. I'm going to repin it because I'm going to show you how to bag it out in a moment and how quickly this would come together. Okay, so, excuse me ladies, let me just flip this out so you can see. Okay, now I've not done a massive one because I don't need another table runner, but I will make this up into a sample. So here's my, that was my 2 to start with, okay, with my 1, 2, 3, 4 offset in the middle. And this is my first row of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is my second row of 5. You can see I've offset by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you get this lovely, you will get this lovely zigzag edge to it, okay? And you could just keep adding rows of 5, offsetting by 1, okay? So I only put 3 in because I don't need a really, really long table runner. But if you have got a really long table, you could add 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of 5, however many you want, okay? And then when you get to the end, so this was my last row of 5, offset by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm then going to offset by, I'm going to use my 4, so I still offset it, but can you see it comes to the end here? It's in line. And then I added my 2 on, just like we did at the start, okay? And then when you turn it, so you're basically putting it on point, like this, you get this lovely zigzag edge, okay? You can see it, you get this lovely zigzag edge all the way up and on the ends, all right? We're going to bag this out, so I'm going to show you how to do that with wadding, okay? So, and you can bag out anything. You can bag out quilts, you can bag out absolutely anything, okay? So, I've got a piece of wadding and a piece of fabric. This is my backing fabric, okay? There's no binding on this, so it makes it mega, mega quick, okay? So I've got a piece of binding fabric, backing fabric on top, okay? Can you just pass me that basting spray? I've basted most of it, but I would just use my basting spray just to attach my backing fabric to my wadding, okay? Like that. We're then, I'm going to flip it this way. Al, if you could just, you're going to have to, sorry, this is a big project today, so we need a bit more space. We're then going to put these right sides together. So, I'm going to put the table runner right sides together with my backing fabric and line it up. Okay, like this. Everybody with me so far? You all right? Okay. So, and I'm going to pin it in, and you do want to pin it in quite a bit, okay? So I'm going to pin in on every point all the way down that way, and all the way across. So, while I'm pinning, talk to me, ladies. What are you up to? Anybody doing anything nice? What are you doing today? We got any babysitting happening? Anybody got the grandkids? I know Sarah's got her grandkids today, so she was really excited about that. Are you baking? Are you doing some sewing? What are you up to? What are you up to? Any comments or questions there, Al?
Jean said, happily watching you do all the work.
Fair enough. That's doing something, I suppose. Absolutely. There we go, down this one. So I'm just pinning in every corner, okay, just to make sure. You could put extra pins down the centre as well, because you really don't want this to move, okay? Let me just grab some more pins. Oh, here we go. You could use safety pins if you wanted to. If you've got curved safety pins, you could add some of those in. I'm going to just do this all the way down, okay? Make sure that all of those points are pinned down so it doesn't move. I'm nearly there. This one. I've done this one, yeah. Now I've done it this way round. So if I'd have put the wadding on this one, okay, and then the backing together, wouldn't be able to see where this zigzag is. So I've done it this way round so that I've got this zigzag to follow, because we're going to stitch all the way round this, okay? If I'd have done it the other way, you wouldn't have had anything to follow. It would have been really awkward, all right? So I've made a little sandwich, and it's different to as if you were making a quilt, because normally this one would have gone this side, wouldn't it? And then you would bind it, but we're not going to do that today. So I've got my wadding, my backing fabric, and then the front of my table runner on right sides together on top, all pinned down. We're going to stitch all the way around except for one piece. So you're not going to stitch across one edge. It doesn't matter which edge, but you're not going to stitch across one edge. So I'll come round this corner. So Al, if you can just come close a second. So I'm going to stitch all the way round, and I'm going to come just round this corner because it's better to stitch your corners. So I'll finish about there. Okay, I'm going to leave this bit open. I'm going to start here, start back here, okay, and all the way round. All right, so this is going to be a bit dull for you to watch because I'm going to go all the way around it. So please do talk to me, all right? So, move my cup of tea out of the way. You don't need to go mega close on this, Al. You can just keep it up because it's get the iron out of the way as well. Okay, so I'm actually the bit that I'm going to start at is at my gap. Okay, so I'm going to start about here. I've kept my 1/4 inch on because I want to sew 1/4 inch all the way around. Now, if you was trying to sew on the wadding, you wouldn't use your 1/4 inch foot because it gets all caught in the wadding. Okay, so any questions? And talk to me, ladies. What are you up to while I'm doing this? Anything?
Let me scroll up.
Exciting. I'm going to scroll up.
Tina is sat crocheting a flamingo.
Ooh, nice. I like a flamingo. And all I'm doing is just stitching down. Ooh, let me just lift that because it's just caught. There we go. Stitching down 1/4 inch. And when I get to a point where I want to go, what's the word? Pivot. Couldn't think of the word pivot then. When I want to pivot, I'm going to lift my foot, leave my needle in, and turn to come down this side of the zigzag. Okay. So there is a lot of pivoting and turning, but it is quite quick. As long as you put plenty of pins in, it won't walk too much. Okay, so I'm going to come to that end there, and all the way around. And this is going to take some time. Sorry, girls, you're going to have to talk to me. So that's that one. Ooh, don't get caught there. There we go. All the way around. Any other questions? Any comments? Perfect time to pick my brain because I've just got straight line sewing to do. So anything anybody wants to know?
Jenny says, have you not put yesterday's pattern on the website?
Yesterday's pattern. Oh,
she needs to catch up with the last two.
Right, okay, yeah. No, the altered shoe block, shoe fly block. I wasn't going to do. I mean, I will write a pattern for you if you like. But to be honest, it was more about an experimentational block, a playing around block. But I will, yeah, if you want a pattern for it, I will put one on the website if you like. But it was, I mean, there are thousands of shoe fly blocks out there, and then it was more about the altering it, wasn't it? And what can you do? What if? But I will write one up this evening. Okay, it won't take me long. I'll write one up for you. There we go. Nearly down the first side. I probably didn't choose the easiest fabrics because they're quite slippy, but they're so pretty. I love these. I know Carrie did the most beautiful pillow the other day with this charm block. Really, really lovely. It's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to come all the way down this side. Nice long run on this one. There we go. And then round we go again. And this one. Any other questions there or comments?
Yeah, there was an older question. How many squares are in a charm pack?
In a charm pack, you've normally got, if it's a Moda charm pack, you've got 42 5-inch squares. Sometimes, some companies, I mean, there's not many that do charm packs, but sometimes I think Lewis and Irene, there's only 40 in them. But yeah, most of them are 42. I mean, what did I do? I did 15, and 8 is 22, 23, 24, 25. I used 26 out of a charm pack for this size, okay? So, but like I said, it's not particularly big one this, but you might not have a very big table, you know, so all the way around. Not too much more of this. But yeah, 42 in a charm pack. same in a layer cake. Layer cakes are just, you've normally got 42 in them, sometimes 40, depending on the design range. Sometimes it's 50 actually, but that's very rare for there to be 50. But that's 10-inch squares for a layer cake. Anything else? No?
Someone asked, will we have any instructions for Tuesday night's demo?
Yes, you will. So you'll be able to download, once you've bought the tickets, you should, they're just in the process of setting me up on it, you should be able to download a, off our website. There will be, I'll be putting something on there in the next couple of days. I think it's Monday, because it's a Tuesday class, Monday they send the links and all out, I think. Like I said, it's the first time I've done it. But yes, there will be a full pattern and templates available, which are free if you buy the tickets. Okay? So, nearly there. But yes, you will have full instructions. Go back 2 or 3 more lines, nearly there. Anything else? Anyone else having a chat today?
Sandra said she doesn't know what quilt to make, but she'd love to get some of this William Morris fabric.
Oh, I know, it's gorgeous, isn't it? What would you... I wouldn't want anything too... because they're such lovely fabrics, I wouldn't want anything too complicated. I wouldn't want anything with lots and lots of little pieces in it, because I think you'd lose those beautiful patterns. What would I do with it? Oh, see, I don't know. I think something like what's the one that I did with all the bunny fabrics? That was really beautiful, and there were nice big ones. So there was like a big rectangle, and then smaller squares, and then a square there. I'll see if I can find a link for the pattern. It's really nice. Okay, right, where did I start? That one there. So nearly there. Nearly all the way round. But this is definitely, these table runners, if you've got to make presents, I mean, I know it's only August, I was going to say July then, but I know it's only August, but we have got Christmas coming up, and if you're making presents for people, this is such a quick and easy thing to do. And like I said, you could make placemats, like zigzag placemats to match. Right, okay, so I'm now back to almost where I started, so I'm just going to come down this one a weeny bit and reverse so that I lock that stitch off. There we go. So I've come, and this is where I started. Okay, so I've left a big piece here, but I've come round the corners, okay? So back over here, we now need to trim it all down, because you can't pull it through like that. So we are going to, you're going to literally just trim off all this excess fabric here. So you're going to come down like this, and we're going to trim it all off all the way around. Okay. You could use pinking shears if you wanted to here, but it's all going to be on the inside, and we're going to do a top stitch, which encloses all the raw edges anyway. Not that you could ever open it up, would you? So I'm just trimming all this down. Any other questions or anything?
Yeah, Lorraine asked, what charm pack did you use for this?
This was the Regent Street Lawn by Moda. We have got some on the website. They should be on the website. I know we've definitely got some in the shop. I'm pretty sure they're on the website. It's lovely. It's like Tana Lawn, like Liberty Tana Lawn. It's a lawn cotton. It is 100% cotton, but it's much lighter weight, and it's just so pretty. You know, if you want to bring a splash of summer colour in, it's absolutely, I love it. And like I said, I'm not a massive florally girl normally, but I think because they're such pretty patterns, this project actually really lends itself to these, because you can see them all. You're not cutting them up, you're keeping them all whole. But you could make it bigger, make this bigger, and it would be the most beautiful like bed runner. If you've got some pure white bedding, and then just this right over the bottom, it would be gorgeous. Really sort of cottage gardeny. All right. So, any other questions there?
Yeah, Maria asked, did you use a 1/4 inch seam?
All the way round. I used a 1/4 inch seam to join them, and then as I've stitched this onto the backing fabric, yes, and I've used 1/4 inch seam again. But you could use edge of foot if you wanted to. It's not. It's just to join it all together. Okay. Right, nearly there. Nearly there when we're chopping. Okay. This is a bit tedious to watch. Sorry, but I didn't want to make a full. You know, if I'd have had to do it all in steps, ready for you, I'd have ended up with like six table runners. So you just got to put up with watching me chop, I'm afraid. Anything else there?
Yeah, Tina asked if these bits that you're cutting off, would they be suitable for bunting with? Well, maybe. You maybe get little bunting, but I would keep all these. I would absolutely keep all these. So if you've booked onto like our Scrap quilt Zoom class, you need lots of 2.5 inch squares for that out of all your scrap, or you could do mile a minute with it. Or, if you're doing English paper piecing, you'd get loads of hexes out of that. I'm not going to throw any of that away and put it all into my thread catcher, and I'll peel the back of the wadding off and use these, because these are nice big pieces. I can get good squares out of that. I thought I might do some more English paper piecing with you next week. Actually, it's one of our 1 o'clocks, because we haven't done any for a little while. And I found a really nice little pattern the other day, and I thought, oh, that might be quite nice. So, a way of doing some different shapes rather than just hexes. So, and we can do hexes if you want, but I thought I might do some English paper piecing with you, particularly if you're travelling now, if you're out and about and stuff, or maybe going down to a caravan, or you're staying in a holiday home. It's a nice little travel project, English paper piecing, that you can take with you. There we go. Nearly done. Oh, nearly there. Nearly all chopped up. Okay. And there's one last little thing we've got to do before we turn it all through. So, see, I keep all that. You've got loads of bits there that you can use. If you want to clip all the corners, okay? So you're going to just go across like this. So, Al, if you just come close a second. So careful not to cut your stitching, okay? And I'm just going to go... Oh, is it not turning? No? Hang on, 2 seconds. We're having a moment with the camera. There we go. So we're just going to clip right across like that at a diagonal. Make sure you don't get rid of your stitching or clip your stitching, but it just reduces the bulk on these corners for when we turn through. Okay. So down each one like that. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's get rid of those pins as well, because I'm a bugger for leaving pins in things. Any other questions or comments there? Go to that one. No? No more questions are coming. No more questions. Okay, so, but you can see how quick this is. I mean, it took me probably half an hour to sew all the squares together for this last night. And what we've been doing? Just about 30 minutes now. And it's nearly done. Okay, there we go. So, get rid of all those bits out of the way. Now we've got to find the gap. Where did I leave the gap? I left it here somewhere. Which end did I leave it? There we go. Now you get to pull it all through. So we're going to put it through this gap. So I tend to put my hand right in like this and pull it all the way through. Okay. Like this. And then you get to push all those points out. So you've got to get your finger in there and push all those points out. Okay. And this is what they call bagging out. Okay. It means you don't have to do any binding. It's super fast as well. So I'll just push all those points out. Put my hand, work your way down down it like this. Okay. And it's just a bit different. It's a different edge, okay, than you would maybe, rather than that normal binding. And like I said, mega quick. That one there. Just working my way around. I mean, I would put a little turner or a crochet hook into each of these points, okay, before I actually,
before I top stitched, but I'm aware of the time because we've already been going 40 minutes. So yeah, there we go, down this one, nearly there, last one, like that, and I'm going to give it a good shake. Okay, if I got all the points out, not quite, not this one here. Okay, like that. Oh, I've left a pin in there. Where's the pin? I can feel it. Where's the pin? Oh, I'll find it later. Can't find it. It's there. I can feel it. Okay, so you want to then give this a really good press. Okay. So I'll find that pin later. I'm not going to top stitch it now because we haven't got time. All right. But you want to give this a really good press like this. Okay. All the way round. And this is better done on a proper ironing board because you can lie it out flat and you want to kind of roll that seam. Okay, do you remember when we roll the seam? I know. What's he doing up there? He's banging and crashing around.
Jumping around apparently.
This is right. Tom's bedroom's right above where we're sat. And boy, is he crashing around up there. Okay, so you're going to give it a good wiggle like that and roll that seam so that it goes all the way round. Okay. Again, you don't need to watch me iron the whole thing, but I give it a bit of a like that and roll it to get it all out. Okay, like that. You would then top stitch. I'm not going to iron the whole thing for you. You can kind of see how this is going to, once this is pressed, you can see this is how much nicer this is lying nice and flat compared to how puffy that is. Okay, but I'm not going to press the whole thing for you. It needs a really good press. Okay, you would then top stitch all the way round. So you'd put the edge of the foot like that and you'd go down and down and all the way round like that, and you can kind of feel where that little seam is, and it gives that lovely faux piped edge to it all the way round. Okay, you could absolutely add more quilting to it at this point as well. So if you wanted to go like shadow quilt maybe, or stitch in the ditch, I shadow quilt rather than stitch in the ditch, down the whole thing you could. Okay, but you get, by bagging it out, you keep that lovely zigzag edge. Now I know I haven't ironed that end, but as you can see it's all puffy at the minute, and there's a pin in there somewhere which is not hot, meaning it's not hot. I've left some pins in, which is why it's not lying flat. You can see once you start to iron it, it all lies nice and flat. Okay, so that is your zigzag table runner. I promise it does go flat when like this when you iron it. Okay, so it'll look like this end, it won't look like that end because I've left pins down there, which is why it's all doing that. Okay, but it looks like that. And then when you top stitch it, and you can maybe go down a couple of the lines with your quilting, okay, it's really pretty. It's really nice. I really like it because it's a bit different, bit of a different shape to normal. Okay, any questions or comments? I'm going to carry on ironing while we're just questioning and commenting. Get these. I've got to find that pin. Where's that pin? I could feel it. I felt it with my fingers. Any questions or comments there? Where was it?
Yeah, there's a lot of nice edge, looks good, lovely idea. Really
I found
pretty.
it. My finger just found it. I'm holding on to it. Just prick my finger with it so I don't lose it in a moment. Cool, lovely. Any questions at all, or we all good?
When will the instructions get sent out for the scrap workshop?
They will be going out all next week. Everything, if you've booked onto a Zoom class, everything is going out next week. We are just waiting for the cut and press boards. We needed more of the boards because quite a few of you booked onto it. So we're going to send all those out. They'll be towards the end of next week. Everything will be going out. Okay. But if you've booked onto it and you want any instructions beforehand, drop me a message and I'll type back. Okay. Anything else?
That was the last question we got in.
Fab. I'm holding on to the pin because I don't want to lose it because I'm going to find it again otherwise. Lovely. I will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock and we're going to be making a little needle case, but it's got a little secret. So hopefully you'll join in then and I'll see you then. Yeah, there are a few spaces left on the Zoom classes just before I go. I know the seminal quilting's all sold out, but there's a few spaces, there's like 1 or 2 spaces left on some of them. So yeah, if you want to do a Zoom class with us, grab those. And the Learning Hub tickets are now live as well. If you go back and have a look at the link, you can buy a ticket for that. So, and I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a lovely Thursday. Hopefully it gets a bit brighter. Hopefully it's a bit nicer. But I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.